Well, Chris, how exciting was that?
Well, I think it's pretty encouraging that we didn't have a stinker after having a good game, which kind of has been the pattern for us. So, yeah, I mean, I think there were some things that we needed to do a better job of to produce a little more offense. We had so much riding time, but pretty encouraging game, I think, and obviously a pretty fun finish.
And the special teams, it's nice the power play. You get possession and you get the game tied.
Yeah, I mean, we were having a little trouble last few games. Having a little trouble tonight. Talked a little bit in between periods and got a chance, and we're able to capitalize on it. So.
And finally, you win it in overtime. Tony goes down the middle and buries it.
Yeah, great play. I mean, something that we talked about on the bench, something about we've been talking about going into overtimes with that overlap and just kind of trying to create that 2-on-1 and give ourselves a chance to beat guys to the net. And Tony and Artie did a tremendous job. Artie did a good job on the draw, too. I think it was the first face-off of the year, snapped it back.
Yeah,
he took it against a defenseman, but he still won it.
That's right. Well, it's key to get possession, right? You need possession 3-on-3.
That's huge. That's such a big part of it. I mean, so, you know, you see Ryan get kicked out of the dot, and a little discouraging, but Artie went in and he bared down, and starting with possessions, huge.
I was actually getting ready to drop it. I'm glad I didn't. So they both kind of anticipated going in. They actually had 2D on the ice too, so they were a lot of focus on number 10 there, but it was good to get some open space and, you know, finish it off.
So when you saw the open space, you knew you were going to have a chance, Tony?
Yeah, my first thought was always pass. In my head, I was thinking maybe you look for a pass, but at that point, you know, that early in overtime, try to get a shot, kind of just me and the goalie there. So it was good.
And again, possession in a 3-on-3 is pretty important.
Yeah, I think off the face-off, obviously we had a forward against the D there. We swipe it back, and it's, you know, then you want to hold on to it as long as possible. And obviously, I think most of the time in OT, that's the kind of plays that happen. Guys spin off, and then, you know, open ice comes. So we did a good job tonight.
Did you at all see Krug's overtime goal against Minnesota? He darted down the middle the same in their last game. Did you see that?
When he split the D?
Yeah.
Like it was. I didn't even know it was overtime. I did see it, though.
There you go. Good job.
Yeah.
You talked about Panarin taking some of the attention away from you guys. Is that what he does? Opens up the ice for the rest of you guys?
Yeah, he drives the offense. I think we rely on him to drive a lot of offense too, and he's been doing that really well. He just makes so many plays and cuts back, and when he has the puck, there's a lot of guys watching what he's doing. Then it's easy for us to get open. So he's been awesome for us so far.
Just when you think about resilience and whether or not this group has had it before the last 2 games, what can you say about the efforts Saturday?
Yeah, I think we felt that we deserved to win both games. I thought that we played pretty good tonight. So, even though we were down 2-1, that power play was, you know, they did a real nice job there. They worked the puck around good. It was a quick goal. But even the whole game, we felt like we should have had better fate there. And then we get a couple of bounces and an overtime goal, and I thought we deserved to win. So it was good.
It seems like you're always playing 3-on-3. It just seems like another gear for you. Do you relish that, the 3-on-3 time?
Yeah, I like the 3-on-3. I think it's especially for offensive guys, so much space opens up on the ice, right? So, and then when you got Stromer and Brett with you, there's a lot of attention being taken to them, and I could kind of use my speed and try to, you know, find some open space, and luckily I was able to do that tonight.
Well, how are we going to attack this? First of all, congratulations, 5th all-time in wins. And could it have happened on a better night?
It was a good night for sure, for many reasons. But I just liked the way we played tonight. Maybe they were a little better in the first, but we were up and we took it over completely in the second. And unfortunately, we let them stay around, and that's what happens a lot of times. They take over and got a couple goals there, but we kept pushing in the end. We don't give up, and it's a great sign for this group. And then the power play comes up big in the end.
And it's a veteran team that probably a young team can learn a little bit from. They just didn't go away, did they?
No, and that's how it works a lot of times in this league. You know, like I said, we take over the game. We have a lot of puck. We didn't create that many big chances, though. They packed it in, made it hard for us. But you let a team stick around like that, and then they come up and pretty much only had 2 chances, right, in the second, and they score 0-1. So they gave them some momentum, and they play much better in the third. But again, we're sticking to our game plan now, and we've done it 2 games in a row, which is a big step for us. So, just continue to work on that, because when we do have a structured game, I think everybody just feels more in place. And as a goalie, it's a huge difference when you feel like you're in place, timing is better. Then there's always details we can all do better. But I think as a structure today, and even parts of Montreal game, even though it was all over the place, it was, I think, a lot of good things. So build on that.
So it does beg the question. Now you head into overtime. What if it gets to the shootout and that guy that
crossed my mind? I'm not gonna lie. So I was excited and happy that we ended it right away. Would have been a long season, long summer if he came out there and scored for sure. Changed my number probably. So. But it was cool to see the reaction from the fans, and he deserves it. All they did for this organization for so many years, so it was great to see.
And again, it speaks to the relationship the two of you had developed over your time here.
Yeah, I think there's so many players. You know that when you play 4, 5, 6 years, and you go separate ways, it's one thing. But when you start closing in on 10 years together, you experience so many things together. And you also grow up kind of together and in a way. So there's so many things. Like I said, when you start to get close to 10 years and more than that. So that's why I think it's special when you get back to seeing each other like that.
You talked the way the Wild pack it in.
Yeah.
But did you notice today the compete level in the corners? You guys fought and seemed to win every battle.
And I always talk about the details in the game, and that's such a big detail. When you win the 50-50 pucks, it seems like you're quicker and you're all over a team, and all it is that battle in the corner, maybe in front of the net. If you start with that, then the skill take over. So it's a big piece in winning in this league, just 50-50 pucks and battle around the boards. And guys were locked in today. It was great to see.
Talk about that save in the second period, one of the first shot in the third.
Yeah, like I said, I saw 2 shots. It was 2 tough ones. Scored on one. But I kind of saw it coming. Tony pushed really hard on the right guy, so he put it right in the middle there. I tried to be patient and wait for the shot. So it was one of those games. They had a lot of puck in the first, and then we had a lot in the second, and in the third it was kind of back and forth.
You talked about this a couple times when you tied, Cujo, and now you've gone past him. Can you just say again, what it means to be in 5th place?
Yeah. Obviously, the last few years, you can see it, and it's getting real. If you ask me 15 years ago, it's a pretty surreal thing to be able to do it. But you realize what it is. It's a team thing, for sure. They helped me get there, and that's why I so appreciate all the players they play with and the teams we had over the years to help me get to this point. It's a cool thing, and I'm proud of it.